I just did a video. I don't know if you guys saw part 1 of this video, which is my #1 favorite fragrance from each prominent niche fragrance house. Part 1, I uploaded that like a week ago. Check it out if you missed it before watching this video or after watching this video. This is part 2 because that's how many perfumes I have. I actually have 600 and counting. I have more than 600. That's what this cabinet behind me was filled with. But right now it's empty because I'm moving and the process is dragging along, you guys. So for a while you're gonna see an empty cabinet behind me, but know that this was filled with 600 plus perfumes at one point, and it will be again. All right, so out of all the niche brands from which I own lots of perfumes, I'm talking not just 1, not just 2, like more than at least 5, if not more than 10 perfumes. I looked at those brands, the perfumes that I have, and I picked my favorite #1 fragrance from each of those houses, fragrance houses. So if you want to find out more of my #1 favorite perfumes from niche brands, just continue to watch. Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous fragrance video. Sorry about my absence here and there. My home selling buying process has proven to be a real pain. Let's move on and let's talk about my #1 perfume from every prominent niche brand that I own. And I'm not going to talk about niche fragrance houses that I have 1 perfume from or 2 perfumes from. I'm going to talk about the ones that I have more than 5, at least, if not more than 10 perfumes, okay? So in my first video I talked about, I think, like Serjoff, Sospiro, Kilian, Nikolov, Amouage, Soradora, UNN, Unknown Nomad, Room 1015. So today I have a different bunch of fragrance houses that are also prominent. So here's one from one of the very popular and very sought after fragrance houses. This is Royal Crown, and they are very well known for their gorgeous, gorgeous bottles. And this Rose Masquat is my #1 favorite fragrance from that perfume house. And you're probably super surprised to hear me say this, because this fragrance house has very popular perfumes that people love, like Sultan for one, there's Alchemia, there's Isabella, there's all these beautiful fragrances from Royal Crown, and I love them. I have about, I want to say 11 perfumes from, you know, Royal Crown. If I had my perfumes behind here, I could have just like told you easier. But I'm gonna have to deal with the inconvenience for a while, you guys. Just a few more weeks. Guess what? The little Atomizer cap has gotten stuck in here, you guys. I'm gonna have to pull it out with a pair of pliers later. But I can actually smell it very well through here. It's like right in there. Do you guys see that? I don't know how that happened. Anyway, but I picked this one because this is so unique. This is so unique. I literally don't have anything else like this in my collection. This is like a melon, rosy melony perfume, if that makes sense to you. Like this has a beautiful, almost kind of like rose essence smelling, very, I don't want to say Middle Eastern exactly, but like oriental leaning rose note that almost smells like rose essence or rose water. But what makes this gorgeous is that melon note that's in here. It's super, like, you can smell that like honeydew melon, or I know there's some kind of honeydew melon type of beautiful melon note in here with that rose. Smells absolutely gorgeous. It has other beautiful, beautiful floral notes like lily of the valley, jasmine, absolutely beautiful. It has a little bit of oud, but it's so subtle that you can't even tell there's oud in here, other than the fact that the other notes in here are super, not super strong, but super prominent, almost kind of like the oud enhanced the other notes in here. Kind of in the same way that Kilian Rose Oud does. Like, oud isn't very detectable, but it really gives the fragrance strength. So that's kind of what the oud in here does too. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this perfume, and it's so unique. Again, I don't have any like rose melon type of fragrance in my collection, so I definitely prefer that one. Now that is a fragrance, you know, that you can wear in the summertime because, you know, it's got that melony kind of note, but you can even wear like the perfume at nighttime, like for date nights or whatever. In the summertime, it almost smells like a poolside fragrance. But the trick is that it's strong enough that you can actually wear it all year round. That's another great thing about it. Now, my next really favorite fragrance brand, I almost don't want to talk about this perfume yet because I haven't hauled this yet. This is a brand new release by Acro. You will hear about this in my next haul video and in my video that I'm going to talk about the upcoming releases. So you're kind of getting it a little bit early. This is from the brand Acro, and I have Acro Rise, I have Acro Bake, I have Acro, what's the latest one I have like 5 Acros, and this latest one is my favorite, you guys. This is Acro Glow. Whew. Okay, so you have got to, oh my gosh, get your hands on this perfume. If you are the type of person kind of like me who doesn't love like super resinous, super ambery, super myrrh, super like incensey, you know, that type of like too strong of fall fragrances, you know, like fall winter fragrances. You don't want like things to be too ambery or too resinous or too incensey. You would love this because this is that beautiful, more moderate and very gorgeous because of the fact that it is very moderate in those very strong notes. It is super sexy, without it being too headache inducing, too heavy, too dense like some of this type of category fragrances tend to be. This is definitely a fall winter fragrance, you guys. This has pink pepper in the opening, there's rose in here, it's a little resinous from the benzoin. Pretty sure there's amber in here even though it's not listed in the fragrance composition. This has a tiny tad bit of incense, but very kind of a sweet incense with loads of vanilla. It is not your too oriental, too Arabian smelling type of fragrance. You know, Arabian fragrances are gorgeous, but there are some of them that are a little overwhelming, especially when it comes to the, you know, like the heavy ambery resinous type of category, right? Whereas this is like uplifting, almost slight, you know, light. I don't want to say light because this is very like permeates a lot, but it's a little bit more fashionable than those traditional heavy ambery, heavy incensey perfumes, like what traditionally tends to be oriental fragrances. This is, you guys, you know, another thing I want to say, I wish I had that perfume here because my cabinet has been put away. I can't take it and show you. This is what I wanted the Kali Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper 25 to smell like. That is a huge fail, that fragrance. I liked it initially when I smelled it because it was like that beautiful oriental scent with the pink pepper and the rose and the incense and all that, but it's too strong. My husband hates that perfume, hates it. Funny because it's supposed to be like a date night fragrance with pink pepper, which is a note that kind of invokes like this feelings of falling in love, yada yada, but my husband hates it. Whereas he loves this. He loves this. See, it goes to show it's not the notes, it's just how you blend it, how the composition is. you know, the amounts of things you put in it, right? It goes to show this is super sultry and sexy without it being that heavy, ambery, incensey, super oriental, super Arabian type of fragrances. This is more of a contemporary interpretation of it. It is actually very sexy and very fashionable, very edgy and modern smelling. Absolutely gorgeous. You can get this on a couple of websites, Lucky Stamp being one. I will list and link everything down below with discounts. I do have a discount for that. All right, next I have J.U.S Parfum or J.U.S Unique Sensorial Fragrance House. Love this brand. I have like ton from them. I at least have like 12 or 15 from them. And this right here, Rosamanda, is my favorite from them. It's because it's such a refreshing, slightly green rose fragrance. Oh man, it's beautiful. It smells like a fresh cut rose in next to an herbal garden. You know, I don't know how to describe it. It's absolutely beautiful. This has some of the most precious rose notes in it. Rose centifolia, which is super rare. It grows one month a year in Grasse France, and like it takes like a lot of roses to make like a small ounce of this rose oil. And it has rose damascena, which is another beautiful rose note, rose damascena infusion and absolute both. And this has like some kind of green note that's slightly herbally in a very sexy way. It brings a lot of greenness to this fragrance, so it's a very beautiful green rose fragrance. Very, very unique type of rose fragrance. I love rose fragrances, and this is my favorite from the house. They have these funky colorful bottles. Have loads from this brand. I love the Sexy Crush. They have ton I've talked about so many of their fragrances on this channel. I also love Andoisa, which is another one I love from them. This, however, though, I would say my favorite because it's a very unique green rose that smells like April spring day, you know, March, April spring day dew on a rose garden, on a rose petal, but the roses are growing next to an herbal garden, and you get a little green from the garden too. Absolutely beautiful. So that's my favorite from that house. And then I have right here from Juliette Has A Gun. I gotta say, hands down, this is a winner. I didn't even have to think about it. Lust for Sun, for the simple reason that I adore solo fragrances, and this is one of my most favorite solo fragrances of all time. And it's a massive compliment getter. People love it. This smells like Hawaii in a bottle. This has like that Hawaiian manoi oil or Tahitian tiare flower, whatever that is, or like the gardenia, the Hawaiian gardenia. Absolutely stunning. It has like ylang ylang, a little coconut, a little bit of like, you know, all of the beautiful tropical florals, you guys. Oh my gosh, with a little coconut. It's absolutely gorgeous. It smells like an absolutely drop-dead gorgeous tropical goddess. This smells quite similar, but not exactly though, as the Fragrance du Bois Oud Jaune Intense, which is another absolute tropical goddess smelling fragrance. Love it so much. I have some discount codes for most of them. I'll list them down below. Next one I have is this one from Jo Malone. This is Scarlet Puppy. This is my favorite from this house. No, it's not Marin Tonka. I have a ton from this house, but I love this. Oh, this smells like, actually this smells like a perfume that Scarlett Johansson should wear. It actually smells like a very sexy woman. And it has this very unique poppy flower note in it that gives it the most unique, intoxicating vibe to it, you know. Absolutely beautiful. It has tonka bean, it has amberette that intensifies that red poppy flower note, and tonka bean. Absolutely adore it. Absolutely adore it. This is like my #1 hands down favorite because it smells like a super sexy woman in a red dress. Okay, that's what it smells like. And of course from Maison Kurkjian, I have to say, I had to actually go back and forth between a lot of my Maison Kurkjian fragrances, and I finally settled on this. This is Oud Satin Mood. I think it'll always be my favorite from the fragrance house because this is such a baddie, sultry, black magic woman, very vampy fragrance. It's super sultry. It makes me think of a sexy woman from a vampire movie, okay? This type of fragrance. It's super badass, you know, like type of fragrance. It has this, so it's rose and nude combination with bucket of vanilla, which is like always super amazing. But this has a violet note in it that throws in this sort of delicate side to it with all that badass woman vibes, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's absolutely gorgeous, super sultry, great fragrance for fall. If you ask me, like it screams fall. I love 724 from Maison Kurkjian. I love all of I love Gentle Fluidity Gold, which I almost went with. I have so many from the fragrance house, but I have to say this is, I wouldn't say unique anymore because there are so many fragrances after this came out that oriental, you know, vibes, but this is oriental vibes with a modern twist, if you ask me. This is like a very much a standout from the house, if you ask me. That's why I picked that one. You'd be surprised about my choice from Bon number 9. What do you think it is? I will give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's Chinatown. You did not guess that, did you? No, you didn't. You thought I'd say Greenwich Village or Tribeca or one of those, right? Or like the New York Nights or whatever. I have like, gosh, I think I have, once I counted 13 bottles, I think, of Bon number 9 perfumes. But this, I picked this because this is that super strong, hypnotic, narcotic white floral that pierces through cold weather. This is a cold weather fragrance, by the way. Do not be fooled by the fact that it's a white floral. Don't think you can wear this in spring and summer. No, no, no. This is very strong. It projects to the other end of the world. One time I remember when I first bought this, I talked about this in a video. I had sprayed it on my arm and it fell on my phone, like, which was on the table, and days later I was getting this whiffs and whiffs of this fragrance from my phone, you guys. I mean, this is a beast, okay? This is this sort of slightly spicy, very creamy white floral fragrance, very strong. Tuberose, which is very like creamy and bubblegummy, but not, this is natural tuberose, I believe. So it's not like super bubblegummy, but that very creamy sweetness is there. There's peony, which is a gorgeous floral. Gardenia, another very creamy white floral. Has peach blossoms. It has spicy wood. The woody notes are spicy in here. And it has a hint of cardamom without being overwhelming with other soft spices. Oh, such a beautiful, super long-lasting fragrance. It'll be on you until you shower, and even then after that. Absolutely adore it. You didn't guess that, did you? Like, I surprised myself. I almost went with Greenwich Village, but I love the lotus note in it, and I'm not one of the people who believe that it smells like Baccarat Rouge 540 by MFK, but some people believe that, and just for that reason, I didn't pick that one because it's such a shame that people think that it smells like, you know, Baccarat Rouge 540. It doesn't. It's very different. All right, from Krigler, this is what I picked after going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Although I will say I have about 9 Kriglers now, or 7 or 9 Kriglers, which are super expensive now. The price went up again. It's almost like $1,000 now. The half size is like $800 or $700. The large bottle is now over $1,000. Yikes! Yes, I know. I'm glad I bought some before that. You know, there's Lovely Patchouli, which is amazing from this brand. There's all these beautiful perfumes from this brand like Abracadabra and all that. But this is English Promenade 19. I picked this. I was gonna say, I didn't finish my thought. I do plan to buy Elegante Schwan and a few others from this brand. So I guess my favorite number one might change after I buy those if I like one of those more, but I already have about 9 from this house and I can give you a well-educated opinion. English Promenade 19 is such a beautiful, classy, refreshing, sweet orange blossom fragrance. This was Audrey Hepburn's signature scent, need I say more. Absolutely lovely, beautiful orange blossom fragrance, which I think is amazing. Then we have Gritti, which is one of my favorite fragrance houses of all time. Oh man, I chose Gossip Nights because it smells delicious. It's a beautiful, creamy, lactonic gourmand fragrance from the house. This gets me loads of compliments every time I wear this. I love Tutu and I love Tutu Blanc. I have many. I at least have 5, if not more, from this house. And this is my favorite. I know that Duquesa is very popular, which I'm about to add to my collection, by the way, this winter. But I still think that I would like this. I've smelled a sample of Duquesa, so I can confidently tell you this is still my favorite. This is such a creamy, lactonic, almost like chocolate smelling, but not quite, like milk chocolate, I should say. Very creamy, very delicious smelling. Fragrance notes like lychee. There's like a mango blossom or something in here, heliotrope. And this has white peach for fruity notes, cream, which is where you get that creamy lactonic smell. It's very creamy. It has caramel, need I say more, Madagascar vanilla, and white musk, which is very sexy, and cashmere, and that gives it that almost like a sweater kind of smell. This is a huge compliment getter. I think this is the winner because that's the one that has gotten me the most compliments from the brand and the one I love the most to smell on myself. Then when it comes to Mancera, hands down, I just did a video, by the way, ranking all the Mancera fragrances. So if you watch that, you know I was gonna pick this one. This is Coco Vanille from Mancera. By the way, the cap is broken. I have to, again, same thing happened here. Somehow that part got stuck in there. I need to pull it out. Oh, but this is the most beautiful, delicious, sweet, creamy, coconutty goodness. This is Coco Vanille. It has buckets of vanilla and coconut with like the Tahitian tiare flower and Tahitian gardenia or whatever, like these beautiful tropical floral notes. It's absolutely delicious. Manoi oil, I think, too. Another perfume that smells like Hawaii in a bottle. I can hear the luau, I can hear the beach, I can smell the frangipani, the ylang ylang, the beautiful florals there, the manoi. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. It's so strong that I can smell it outside the bottle. I don't need to even open it. It's very strong, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous. If you ever go to Hawaii, take that with you. It'll really give you the best scent memories. Yeah, I have another broken bottle, you guys. I don't know where the cap went. I gotta find it. Things got packed away. Those little caps and the little pin, they keep falling off. It's so annoying. Anyway, from Montale, I mean this brand, my favorite is Roses Musk. It's because it makes me feel like an Arabian princess, and it smells with like that beautiful oriental Arabian perfume smell, but only with a modern twist and a sexy twist, with loads of musk and that beautiful oriental smelling rose. Absolutely lovely. I adore it. I know I have like the intense cafe and like cherry something. I have like 8 from Montale, and that is my favorite, hands down. I want to get Lucky Candy at some point. Do you have any recommendations for Montale fragrances? Let me know down below, but that is my absolute favorite from that brand. Is that all the brands? Oh no, one last one. EBK Paris, hands down. This is the one. This is Ruby and Vanilla Intense. This is such a unique fragrance. I don't have any perfume in my collection that smells like actual velvet fabric. You know, that expensive velvet fabric smell that you get from the velvet fabric. Somehow they duplicated it, put it in a note and put it in a bottle, you guys. And this has loads of vanilla too. This smells very classy. I love to wear this when I go to the opera. I like to actually wear red velvet and wear this. believe it or not. And I wear it when I wear the evening gowns too, but it's a very much a nighttime cold weather fragrance for special occasions, especially black tie, theater, opera, evening gown kind of situations. Absolutely stunning. It smells like Louis XIV's bedroom should smell like that. You know, that's what you imagine it smells like. But anyway, you guys, so that is part 2 of the top #1 favorite perfume from the prominent niche fragrance houses. So part 1, if you missed it, check it out. I will link it down below. You can go to my homepage on my channel as well and watch it there. Make sure to watch that as well, because there's like Kurkjian and all these brands that, you know, I picked my #1 from in that video. Especially like, you know, M. McLaughlin and Kurkjian, I have like 30 perfumes from, so you really want to know what my favorite is #1 from those type of fragrance houses. Check that out. So let me know down in the comment section, you guys. You guys aren't commenting very much lately. Really matters to me that you comment and let me know what you want to see next. Do you want to see a video about the latest perfume releases? Parfums has come out with a new perfume. There's a new perfume from Gucci. They just released a Gucci orchid, like lovely orchid. There's like a massive amount of new releases coming around, especially the fall releases. There's Acro Glow, which I just, by the way, reviewed. There's all these new releases. Do you want to see a video about the upcoming perfumes and what I look forward to? Let me know down in the comment section. The next video will be my vacation vlog. I was gonna upload it today, but I decided to upload it on Thursday. So stay tuned for my vacation vlog, my Cancun vacation vlog. In that I talked about all the fragrances I brought on the trip and how I wore them and all that stuff too, not just what I did on vacation. So stay tuned for that. And then I have a summer fashion haul. I know summer is over, but I had so much going on, you guys, I couldn't get it up on time. So there's that video that's coming up. And then if you want me to do that upcoming fragrance releases video, let me know that. What do you want to see next? Speak up, speak up. Those of you who ask, get what you want, okay? Let me know down in the comment section. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It really helps me grow this channel, which in turn helps me bring you bigger and better content. When I grow my channel, I get more opportunities, and then therefore I get to talk about more perfumes to you guys. Of course, follow me on Instagram and other social media. And don't forget to go on over to my makeup and beauty channel, Cleo Luxe Live. I just uploaded a review of the latest Chanel's, the most expensive lipstick actually in the world, the $200 lipstick. But Chanel 31 Le Rouge lipsticks came out in the satin version last year that I reviewed. You guys, I don't know if you remember and if you watch my other channel. So now Chanel has come out with the matte version of that lipsticks, you guys, and I swatched all 12 of them in a short on that channel, and then I did a full review of a few shades on that channel as well. Go hop on over there and check it out. And I also reviewed the Chanel's new cream to powder blushes, the new Jour Contraste Entrance blushes. So go ahead and check that channel out, subscribe there, watch my videos and support me over there. I will see you guys in my next video.